Hey you guys, welcome to my channel, Heyoka High Priestess. My name is Christy. I'm a seer, healer, and Heyoka empath, and we speak about the truth and divine justice, spirituality, and healing. All right, so let's check in. So, okay, I know I have not been giving you guys a lot of like downloads and all of that because I needed my energy to be disconnected, which it has been, and I'm very thankful for that at this time. But this now needs to be spoken, God said. So let's tap in. And if I repeat myself a little bit of what I just said to you guys, just bear with. Obviously, I had to write it out. But I hope everyone's doing really, really well. And if it resonates with you, it resonates. If not, just leave it. And thank you for being here, of course. So, like I said, I know I haven't spoken on many downloads lately. To be honest, it has been really good for me. I think a lot of us are starting to understand that sometimes stepping back from constant downloads and constant energetic noise is unnecessary, especially when it's so negative, right? And it's people that want to grasp at your energy, and they will take anything they can, good, bad, in between, right? So I had to disconnect. It's good for all of us, but to do that, seriously, and you will feel the difference. And yes, okay. So it allows you to separate from the energy for a moment. It allows you to ground. It allows you to breathe. It does. But this message needed to come through. Okay, God said. So because what has been happening is an ending that has been building for many, many years. Okay, not only for the collective, but also for me personally. This needs to be spoken now so it can end officially. Okay. So the people involved already know it's coming. They know what they've done. And they know they have been watched, not just by the watchers, but under investigation, you guys. They know they have been investigated, okay? So I want to say this clearly, all right? I am speaking this with love, with grace, and under God's guidance. I'm speaking it because God has asked that it be spoken, okay? So because sometimes truth has to be said out loud, it does, so that the watchers, so God, so the angels, and so our ancestors can move things and move on our behalf, right, into places and bring an end to what has been happening, okay? And this is for all things, you guys. This is why we ask them for their guidance and help so they can interject on our behalf. That's why we do not go out seeking revenge or getting revenge. We ask for the help above, okay, and all around. But this has been an ongoing nuisance that is going to be taken care of, okay? And this is why I'm speaking it now again. Okay, so there has been corruption happening behind the scenes for a long time. We know this, much deeper than most people understand. And some of the things I've spoken about before are part of that truth. Things like energy siphoning, manipulation, trafficking, right? Human trafficking and exploitation that most people don't even want to believe it exists. And that's fine. If you don't want to believe that, that is fair. That's your prerogative. But the reality is the truth is rising, and it's been rising to the surface for a long time, and it's going quicker and quicker. This particularly is a narcissistic and manipulative energy that's highly unnecessary, by the way. Okay, but you cannot change people sometimes, you guys. Okay, so this is why we present it as it should be presented, and it gets taken care of. Okay, so some of these individuals truly believed they were superior to you, to me. All right. They believe they had the right to control your environment, control your connections, and even influence who you would or would not be with. Say, like, even who you worked with, even your divine counterpart, your friends, your family members, okay? This is a form of slavery. They think they own you, and they do not, which is just funny because they'll really see who owns who. The same, which is God. And if they don't choose to believe in God, they choose to serve Satan or themselves as God. So there are consequences to good and bad. That's my side note, okay, guys? For some of you, this even went as far as trying to install, mind you, relationships in your life, trying to place someone into your life that they felt comfortable with you being with that was below them, they think. So someone they were not threatened by, all right? So someone they believe kept them in a superior position. Okay. The disturbing part is that this was done so they could monitor it, right? So they could keep control over what was happening in your life. And I know for sure in mine. Okay. But many of us saw through it, right? We rose above it. We continued to prosper because that's what you do. Boo boo. Trying to make it light. I'm trying to make it light, guys. Okay, instead of collapsing under that pressure, you moved into what I call high priestess, the high priestess energy. Okay, you became quiet. You became observant. You protected your essence and your soul, as did I. You stopped explaining yourself. You stopped giving your energy away, and you simply stood in your truth. However, which you see that, it doesn't always have to be on here, but you did it anyways, okay? And that shift changed everything, okay? Because when a chosen person stands in their truth, interference can only go on for so long before divine justice begins to move. What is also coming through very clearly is that the situation has not gone unnoticed, obviously, okay? So there are people in positions of authority who know what has been happening, occurring. They see y'all, they see you, okay? And remember, in the back. Okay, and beyond the physical world, there are forces watching as well, of course. The Watchers, the Galactic Federation, Mother Gaia, who literally tracks every nanosecond of every single person's actions, steps, all things, okay? Words, thoughts, even, okay? So we are well protected, okay, you guys? They just like to see how far y'all go. I'm just saying they do. So that's why it can take longer sometimes, okay? And obviously then investigations in the real 3D going on, they take some time. So let's see. Yeah, so there are people in positions of authority who know what has been going on. And beyond the physical world, there are forces watching as well, who I just explained. What I'm seeing is what can be described as the Watchers. Watchers that exist both in the seen world and in the unseen, so here and there. These are obviously forces that observe, record, and step in when corruption reaches a certain level, okay, of delusion. Pretty much. When people are being crazy, super crazy. And we have reached that level. Ding, ding, ding. Check on in. All right. So because there has been an enormous amount happening beneath the surface of society that most people are not ready to hear about, which is fine. But this is going to unearth the awakening of all those people, I hope. I mean, once you see, you cannot unsee. Just saying. It might be hurtful, it might sting a bit, but better to be alive and aware than under a rock, okay? And having your energy stolen every single day. And you wonder why we're not happy beings. I'm just trying to keep it light, y'all. Okay, but the truth is rising. Oh, my arm. Oh my gosh. Ow, that hurts. Okay, I'm keeping that in there because that's cute. Okay, the individuals responsible are under scrutiny. Yes, they are under investigation. They are under a microscope, okay? There's nothing to worry about, y'all. Okay, it's been a minute of this, okay? Like years. And that is why, like 5 or more. And that is why many of them are scrambling now, okay? Trying to control narratives or create situations that make things appear normal. But the truth cannot be hidden forever. What is coming is justice. The beautiful word of justice, okay? God's justice. And no one can compete with Mother and Father God. There is a tower moment approaching for the people who have been manipulating, stalking, controlling, and interfering with the lives of others, okay? Their structures are collapsing. They have been and they know it. And the energy around them is one of sudden stops and consequences. For them, there will be an end, okay? For you beautiful collective that have just, sipping on your tea and being positive beings and, trying to get out of our like slumps most days, you guys. For you guys, there will be a new beginning, truly. Because many of you watching this are chosen individuals, okay? Know it or not, you are. People who carry purpose, frequency, and a path that was meant to unfold differently than what others tried to force upon you. Some of you even had divine connections that were intentionally interfered with. Mine was rude. Okay, so soul resonance connections, divine counterparts. And remember, like I said, don't you worry. What God wants, he will have. Okay? But what was delayed is not denied. It is not denied. It is not denied. Okay? The beginning that is coming for you includes restoration, alignment, and the relationships that were meant for you all along. Your soul tribe, your divine counterpart, your happy ending. No, seriously, your happy ending, like your fairy tale, okay? Your success in your career, like some of you are going to be like straight celebrities, like straight up. So real love, unconditional love, all right? And the watchers are making sure, the watchers, we love them, are making sure that what was meant for you will come into alignment. And y'all, yes, you need to do your due diligence. Due diligence, and also make sure you're keeping yourself in alignment too, right? Drinking your water, drinking your tea, getting outside with Mother Gaia, breathing, okay? And not allowing petty shit to get to you. There's no need for it. Just say, go, okay. So understand this, the stop belongs to those who tried to control your life. They are being stopped, all right? The beginning belongs to you, my collective. And the corruption that has been happening behind the scenes will not continue. These individuals will no longer control our lives, you guys. It's done, okay? Whether that means for them exposure, prison, or being permanently removed from positions of influence, the outcome is the same. Their control is ending, all right? Justice is here. It's here. And what is happening now is truth, restoration, and freedom, y'all. Freedom, okay? Claim this energy if you have felt that you have been held back in your life in ways that were out of your control, but you saw what was going on, you felt what was going on, you spoke up with yourself, you have tried and tried and tried again to fight for what's yours, what's, even down to your own energy, okay, you guys? Like, claim this for you, okay? And everyone forgives at their own time, but I have accepted and I do forgive all people, and I just know justice is the best thing. Justice for us, justice for them is the best thing for our world. Because at the end of the day, when we make our decisions, it should be for the betterment, of all. But first, for ourselves first, right? That's why staying in alignment and knowing the difference from good and bad and taking action and not being passive in our lives is the only way up and out, you guys. And talking to God, talking to our ancestors, talking to our angels, the watchers, the underworld, tapping in. Go into the darkness to find the answers. The truth lies there. Go into meditation. Love yourself. Hold space for yourself. But justice is here. I love you guys.
I used to think the glow was makeup, something I had to earn, but it's water in the morning, letting my body learn. This clean skin, soft light, this rest that shows in my eyes is how I hold my shoulders when I stop living rushed. I don't chase it, I make space for it. I come back to myself.